Okay, everyone, well, now, I hope you had fun. Being that I knew people were enjoying the playthrough, I decided to go a little extra long today. As you saw, I went a whole extra hour on stream, which I hope you appreciate. My God, the stream numbers were terrible. Wow, what happened? We never even, hold on. I'm actually trying to go back here. Did we ever even get close to 400? We didn't, did we? Looks like we barely even had 300 on stream. Wow. I don't know what's going on. Listen, here's the bottom line, and I'm tired of it now. No more excuses, all right? Because the bottom line is people are like, Phil's not engaged in his commentary, and Phil's commentary is boring, and that's why people don't want to watch the playthroughs of the streams. Bullshit. I'm loving this game. I'm voice acting. I'm engaged. I'm commentating on everything that's going on actively. Bullshit. I call massive bullshit on any idiot who says that about either the Watch Dogs 2, which I've been playing recently and really liking, or Pokemon. So, I've had enough excuses. It just seems to me like people are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I don't even know what else to say, you know? This is kind of ridiculous that I can't even get 400 people for a live stream anymore of new games. You know what I mean? It would be like... new games. It's one thing if this were like an old game that I was playing, it was boring and, you know, it was an older game most people didn't care about. It's a brand new game. And I can't even get 400 people on stream. I mean, it's ridiculous. If I don't stream, people will complain, why aren't I streaming? Well, because you didn't show up. That's why. If you showed up for the stream, I would bother with it, but it's ridiculous. What's going on, everyone? Darkside Phil here with a special vlog. There's been some things that I've said that maybe... either I didn't mean to say them that way, and I didn't express myself properly the way that I said them, for example, on a pre-stream or on a post-stream. You know, sadly, what ends up happening, but what happens is you've got people who literally sit here, and I'm not kidding you, right now they're doing it right now, as this video is going live on YouTube. They're sitting here and they're analyzing every little thing that I possibly say to find something, somewhere where I slipped, somewhere where I might have said something in a bad way, or maybe a way that doesn't necessarily 100% make sense, or may be something that's inflammatory to some people, or insulting to some people, and that's what they focus on, right? Not the 99% of the other part of the discussion that's been going on, but that 1% where I said something that may have been a bad way to say something. People are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. I would, because I know this is one of the tougher FPS campaigns. This is before you could absorb 4 million bullets and not die. I like this campaign. People voted for it. So I don't know why, we started with over 400 people on stream, and by the time when I went on break, it was less than 350. I don't know why. The campaign's good, and I'm doing pretty decently at it. It's not like I'm dying a million times. With at least another hour of Dishonored 2 here on the stream. I hope you're liking it. I don't know what else to do. The stream started with about 600 viewers. We now have 400. Listen, I'm playing the game. I don't know what people are expecting of me, or what they were expecting from the game. It's very similar to the first one. I don't know how I'm supposed to retain viewership for a new game. People are leaving for no reason. You figure it out. But I do think that there's some shortcomings, and now it seems like no one's watching it. Great. It's true. Think about it. If you tune into a live stream for 3.5 hours, that's 1 view. If you watch 9 to 10 videos, that's 10 views. And I know that sounds stupid, because I agree. Why is it that if someone watches something for 3.5 hours and watches advertisements during it, it doesn't count as much as watching 10 separate videos? I don't know. That's YouTube's mentality. That's not mine. I feel that Pokemon Moon, at least up to this point, has been the opposite. Seeing new Pokemon, naming the new Pokemon, doing voice acting for all the main casts so far. There's been a lot of opportunity for great stuff in that playthrough. Alright? But that being said, the viewership hasn't been great. And yesterday, alright, on stream, at the beginning of the stream and end of the stream, I had this discussion with my viewer base because I wanted them to be prepared for the fact that I probably wasn't going to be live streaming much at all this week coming up. And I basically made a promise to my viewer base on stream the past couple of days that if viewership was pretty decent for Pokemon Moon, that I would bust my ass, basically, to still try to live stream as long as I could this week until basically it wasn't viable anymore, which is probably about middle of this week. I can't live stream anyway, all right? And the bottom line is, the day one, the viewership was great. Day two, yesterday, the viewership wasn't great. We started out with a certain amount, and it just went all the way down, trailing down during the course of the stream. Now, for me, I can't figure it out. All right, I can't. Logically, I can't figure it out why that would happen. Is the viewership going boo during the course of the stream? I don't know, and I have to call bullshit, because most people have come out and said, well, Phil, it's because your commentary isn't good. It's because your commentary has been boring as of late. It's been blasé. It seems like you're not engaged. You're not enjoying the games you're playing. You're just doing this for a job, and that's why people aren't excited in your stuff. I have to call bullshit. Pokemon has been anything but that. All right, and it would be one thing if I was just going through the motions. I'm not with this game. I'm really actively working to make this an entertaining playthrough, and I'm entertained by the game, so I know that that's coming through in the videos. So when I see viewership going boo, that tells me that that downward trend has nothing to do with actually what's coming through in the videos at all. And I don't know how to fix it, you know, and that leads to frustration. So what ended up happening yesterday, okay, is at the end of my stream, I looked at viewership, and I said, well, sorry, everyone, but, you know, it looks like viewership plummeted today. And I don't know why, but as we've already had this conversation, all right, I'm not going to continue to live stream this game because it looks like people aren't coming out for it anymore. Now, admittedly, then, with my frustration in my head, I said something completely wrong, something I shouldn't have said, something that, of course, every motherfucker on the internet who steals my videos, who illegally records my streams, and who takes every fucking comment I ever say out of context to find that one moment when I say something wrong. Here's what I said. I'll publicly admit it because it's out there, duh, and I didn't mean it. As I said, well, it must just be that people are lazy. People are fucking lazy and don't want to come out to the streams. People want to see my streams, and people are asking me for streams, and they're begging me, and they're upset that I'm not going to live stream, but then when I do a great quality live stream, they don't show up, so they're just lazy. Again, I'm not doing anything, like, differently than what I used to. When I'm engaged in a game, and I'm doing great commentary, and I'm actively engaged in it, and, you know, Pokemon in particular, reacting to the new Pokemon, the new abilities, naming the Pokemon, doing voice acting, I don't know how more engaged I could fucking be in a game, honestly. But because I said this one thing that obviously I apologize for, and it's wrong. I mean, anyone said Phil just called his viewers lazy. They're not coming out to the streams because they're lazy. No, I don't think that's what it is. There's something going on. I don't know what it is, but there's something obviously going on that's not engaging viewers on my live streams. I don't know what it is. So the whole internet now has to tear me a new asshole because Phil said something at the end of his stream on fucking Saturday. So that's it. So now you got these kids who literally, and I'm not kidding, this is not an exaggeration, there's kids who literally every day record my entire fucking stream illegally, which is completely illegal. You can't record anyone's live streams or videos on YouTube. They do none of that in context. The one thing that's put up, Phil saying, man, these people are really lazy because they're not coming out to watch my streams. Of course that makes me look like a fucking piece of shit. Of course it does. And people will say, well, how's it out of context if you said it? Because you didn't give the whole fucking perspective of everything that's been going on for the past fucking month. And all I saw was a video that says, DSP Gaming says his viewers are lazy, and I clicked on it, and the one thing you hear is, wow, my viewers are lazy because they didn't come to my live stream. I would hate me too. But that's not reality, and that's not life, right? That's not the truthfulness of the situation. That's why people hate me on YouTube. That is definitively #1 the reason that people hate me on YouTube. It's not that I said that. It's that some fucking idiot spins it to say that's the only thing Phil ever said. Here's the negative thing Phil said. It would be like if President Obama of the United States at one time was really frustrated about one thing and he made an underhanded or a comment that really wasn't characteristic of 95% of the stuff that maybe Obama would ever say, and he said this one thing, but that's the only thing that was on the fucking internet today was Obama said this one thing. Everyone would think that he's an asshole, right? But the bottom line is that he has all this other positive spin coverage too. It was a 15-hour-long playthrough where for a good 10+ hours, the content was good, there was fun stuff, I was succeeding at the game, I wasn't blaming the game developers, I wasn't going crazy, swearing and insulting people, but that's the thing. Take the one negative out of context, make the video about it, well, hands off, and I got my views for today, making Phil look like a piece of shit. And that's what it is. That's the reality of my daily existence here on fucking YouTube. Because the bottom line is, you know, yesterday the stream went offline, and I didn't think anything of it. And I uploaded my videos like usual, and I played Watch Dogs and all this, and I really didn't hear anything. All day, I didn't hear anything. And all of a sudden, overnight, apparently, I got a bunch of tweets. In regards, it's Rich from ReviewTechUSA, who watched the video from the kid who steals my stuff on a daily basis, that piece of shit. And he tweets me and he says, Phil, you know, this video is the reason why people are turned off to your streams and turned off to you as a person on YouTube and your content. This is why people hate you on YouTube. And I look at it and immediately I'm like, but this is a completely out of context comment. I don't think my viewers are lazy. I just think there's something fucking going on. I got to figure out what it is, right? What is that core thing that doesn't keep someone engaged for a live stream? I don't know what it is right now. And, you know, I appreciate that feedback, but what I wish Rich wouldn't do would be saying that publicly on Twitter. But anyway, Rich sees this and he tweets it, and he's well-intentioned, and I appreciate that he tweeted it because I look at it and I'm like, wow, Rich is right. Looking at just that moment of what I said, completely out of context, makes me look like a piece of shit, and he's absolutely fucking right. And the bottom line is, yeah, maybe a couple hundred to a couple thousand people may have seen that video of that idiot who records everything that I do, the out-of-context, you know, video. Okay, but now because Rich tweeted it, now a lot more people are going to see it, and that's actually negative to me. It actually hurts me, even though it makes me understand, oh wow, I see what's going on. It ends up hurting me even further. I don't think he gets that, okay? So now to end this video, allow me to explain many things, because I want to clarify for everyone definitively the truth of the matter. Because the bottom line is, what you hear from everyone else on the fucking internet, and what you hear from this video over here, and this tweet over here, and these shitheads over here, is not the truth. What you hear from me is the bottom line when it comes to myself and my stuff. But that's the focus that everyone's got to fucking talk about, because they got to get their cheap views, they got to get their cheap attention, because they're scumbags. Those people have nothing to add positively to the planet. They don't. Because when you focus only on negativity, that means you have nothing positive or constructive to say. And that's the reason why they exist, because they can get attention for themselves by feeding off of the moment of weakness of someone else. So I had this one moment of weakness, right? Please, when you see stuff like that, don't take it as the end-all fucking be-all of who I am. The one moment, when you think of that one moment when I did something fucked up, please compare it to the other ridiculous amount of moments where I didn't fuck up, and the amount of enjoyment that you got out of my stuff, to when so many others don't show that side of anything, you know? And when I come out here and I make a video and I say, man, I feel my videos are the best Let's Plays on YouTube because they're raw and unedited, and I'm not doing a paid advertisement like these other shills, and I'm not doing the cheap thing over here like a reaction video to a movie or a trailer for cheap views because I'm busy working on games. Yes, I do feel pride in my own work. Yes, I do feel that what I'm doing is good, but I'm not saying that other stuff can't also be good. But when I say stuff like that, people take it that way because it kind of sounds like that, even though that's not what I mean. I don't always express myself the right way, and people take that shit and say, oh, you're so elitist and you're so fucking up in your high castle of, you know, your ego, and you don't understand that you're not the best thing on YouTube. I actually think that there's a lot of high quality stuff on YouTube that no one sees because of the way YouTube works. And I've said that for years, that YouTube's system now is broken to the point where people can just follow a formula, and because they follow a formula, they get popularity on YouTube and make money, which is ridiculous because YouTube is not supposed to be a website where you follow a formula of production values, of having big bucks, and you know, putting a ton of time and effort into a fucking highly produced video to put out on YouTube like it's a highly made television program, and then you put it out and now it gets 1 million views. That's not what YouTube is about. I don't need to hear the one moment of weakness where I insulted my, you know, I insulted people because I was fucking so frustrated about stuff, and obviously I'm an idiot for saying that, and I apologize for it. That doesn't help. And I think that these idiots who they think that well, we're just exposing Phil and we're making him see who he really is so that he'll improve. That doesn't make me improve, you idiot! Putting a one out of context video on the internet doesn't fucking help me improve. Are you that stupid? Yeah, you all must be. Because that only kills me. All you're going to do is make me completely be destroyed and never be able to make a video again that anyone would ever want to watch. Because every time they search for DSP or DSP Gaming, they see, Phil insulted his viewer base, says they're lazy. Phil made a Nazi joke. Phil did this, Phil did that. And they see these, you know, 30, 40 occurrences over an 8-year span that make me look nasty. And of course, the this is how you don't play videos, rather than, oh, the 40,000 fucking great gameplay videos that I've put up on the internet, the hundreds of reviews that I've put up on the internet. So anyway, to conclude, thanks for listening. Had to get this off my chest. I apologize for being stupid and being human and saying dumb things every once in a while. Understand that's not the end-all be-all of who I am, okay? You know, and someone like Rich from ReviewTechUSA, right? He sees it and he's like, now wait a minute. Now Phil wouldn't just say this all the time and this is bad, and then he tweets about it, and that's good, but it's also bad, you know? You got something to say? Anyone, I mean this. Send me an email, darksidephil@hotmail.com. You can PM me on Twitter, which I think you can send PMs. I don't even know. There's multiple ways you can reach me without making shit public like that, you know what I mean? Because all it's going to do is just incense more people, right? Because now, even though Rich is well-intentioned, I am very appreciative because he basically calls me out on me doing something really stupid, okay, but then I look at, well, great, because now there's going to be 1,000 people who see that and hate me even more. That's just what I needed today when I wake up, right? Okay, and I apologize for being human and for showing that weakness, you know, as often as I do. I try not to do it all the time, but yeah, it comes out, and I fuck up, and I hope that there are at least enough people who understand how life works to know that, wow, if Phil made a mistake, well, he'll come back from that mistake and he'll provide us now with months and months of entertaining content before hopefully he makes another stupid mistake.